Every morning at 6 a.m., the kitchen doors open at Joint Base Raven. Staff Sergeant Sophia Cruz, 34 years old, has been stationed here for 16 months. She never speaks, never complains, just quietly feeds 750 personnel. They call her Ghost because she's so quiet you forget she's even there. But Sophia Cruz has a secret. And according to Pentagon files, that secret died in Afghanistan 2 years ago. The steam rises from industrial pots as Sophia moves through her routine. Her knife work is precise, almost surgical. Other kitchen staff barely acknowledge her presence. She arrives first, leaves last, never taking breaks. Young soldiers pass through the serving line, treating her like furniture. But there are details only the trained I would catch. How she always monitors the exits, the way she never removes her watch even while washing dishes, and that small scar on her neck partially hidden by her collar. Tuesday morning, 7:30 a.m., the kitchen is hot as hell. Air conditioning broken. 4-star General Margaret Sterling arrives for a surprise inspection. As Sophia reaches across the serving counter for a heavy pot of scrambled eggs, her sleeve rides up, and that's when the general sees it. A small black eagle tattoo on her wrist. Arabic script underneath. The general's coffee mug slips from her hand, crashing to the floor. She knows that symbol well because she personally approved that mission. Sophia Cruz is not kitchen staff at all. The entire team is dead, says Colonel Morrison from military intelligence. 12-person special unit ambushed during a weapon smuggling operation in Afghanistan. General Sterling reviews the files. Delta Force Operation Desert Falcon, all missing, all presumed dead, but someone survived. And she's been here for 16 months, right under our noses. Sophia's routine never changes. First one in at 6 a.m., last one out at 7 p.m. The other kitchen staff barely notice her. Young soldiers serving food treat her like furniture, but there are details. Her knife skills are too professional. She always monitors the exits. There's a small scar on her neck. She never removes her watch, even while washing dishes. And that tattoo, a tattoo only 12 people were supposed to know. Master Sergeant Sophia Elena Cruz, says Colonel Morrison, approaching her during evening cleanup. We need to talk for the first time in 16 months. Sophia looks up and makes eye contact. Her posture changes. No longer the invisible kitchen worker. Delta Force, deep cover operations specialist. Her team was tracking weapons smugglers in Afghanistan. They discovered dirty connections involving Pentagon-linked contractors. When they were ready to report, they were betrayed. Sophia was separated during the ambush. Survived 3 days alone in hostile territory, but she had to maintain radio silence. "Why are you here?" asks General Sterling. "Because the same network is still active and Raven Base processes supply contracts for the region. I've been monitoring suspicious activities for 16 months. Sophia's hidden quarters shock everyone. Walls covered with documents, photos, financial transfers, communication records. The same network that killed my team," she says, pointing to the map. "Weapons smuggling operation run through Pentagon-connected contractors. I've been patiently gathering evidence for 16 months. The kitchen staff is stunned. The woman they called Ghost is actually an elite soldier. Every day, she worked with them washing dishes, serving quietly. General Sterling examines the files. Your cover is blown. You have 48 hours. That's enough, Sophia says. She smiles for the first time in 16 months. Sophia's 16 months of patient work pays off. A coordinated operation with military intelligence is launched. The weapons smuggling network's leaders are captured. A ceremony is held in the mess hall. Sophia is introduced with her true rank of Master Sergeant Sophia Elena Cruz. Medal ceremony for fallen team members. I choose to stay at Raven as intelligence liaison officer. The kitchen staff now understands why their Ghost was always watching. Some heroes choose to live in the shadows. They carry the weight of classified truths and unacknowledged sacrifices. They never ask for recognition, even when they deserve more than anyone else. And sometimes when the moment demands it, they step back into the light. They remind us that the quietest among us may carry the heaviest burdens. For Master Sergeant Sophia Elena Cruz, the time for silence has passed. The ghost has returned, not to haunt, but to finish what she started, to bring justice for her team, to expose those who would betray their country for profit. As the truth emerges, those who once overlooked her now stand in awe of her courage, her sacrifice, and her unwavering commitment to a mission that never ended. The weapons smuggling network had tentacles reaching deep into Pentagon contracting systems. Sophia New Raven Base was a critical supply hub for the region. Every shipment, every manifest, every contractor rotation passed through here. For 16 months, she watched, documented, connected the dots that would have taken traditional intelligence years to piece together. Her cover as kitchen staff was perfect, invisible yet present at every meal where officers discussed operations, silent yet observant as contractors came and went. The same faces, the same unusual patterns, the same financial irregularities that had gotten her team killed in Afghanistan. She had found them. The network thought they were safe, conducting business as usual, while the only witness to their crimes served them breakfast every morning. Every conversation overheard while refilling coffee. Every shipping manifest glimpsed during supply deliveries. Every contractor badge photographed during meal service. Sophia had turned her mundane kitchen duties into an intelligence goldmine. She memorized faces, tracked patterns, documented anomalies. Late nights, in her hidden quarters, she cross-referenced supply schedules with financial transfers, matching faces to bank accounts, connecting Afghanistan weapon drops to Raven-based shipments. The same contractors who had betrayed her team were still operating, still profiting from blood money. They thought their witness was dead, buried in Afghan soil with the rest of Delta Team 7. They had no idea she was serving them eggs every morning, watching them laugh about their latest deals, gathering evidence that would bring their entire operation crashing down. For 16 months, Sophia Cruz had been the ghost in their machine, invisible but recording everything. Behind a false panel in the storage room, Sophia's real workspace emerged. Banks of encrypted hard drives hummed quietly. Surveillance photos covered every surface. Financial flowcharts mapped money trails from Pentagon contractors through offshore accounts to Afghan warlords. Communication intercepts revealed coded conversations about shipment schedules and payment confirmations. The evidence was overwhelming. Names, dates, amounts, locations. Everything needed to dismantle the network that had murdered Delta Team 7. General Sterling stood speechless as Sophia methodically explained each connection. This contractor diverted medical supplies to sell weapons. That officer provided advance intelligence on patrol routes. This Pentagon official approved fraudulent manifests. The web of corruption reached from Raven-based kitchens to the highest levels of defense contracting. Sophia had built an airtight case through patient, meticulous work. Her 16 months of invisible service had produced intelligence that would save countless lives. The scope of the conspiracy stunned even hardened intelligence officers. 3 Pentagon officials, 7 defense contractors, 12 field operatives, and 4 Afghan middlemen. The network had been systematically looting military supplies for 2 years, selling everything from ammunition to medical equipment on black markets. Profits exceeded $20 million. Blood money built on the graves of American soldiers. Sophia's evidence revealed how they operated. False manifests listed destroyed equipment as delivered. Diverted shipments disappeared into civilian markets. Advance intelligence sold patrol routes to insurgents who set ambushes. Delta Team 7 had discovered the pattern and paid with their lives. The betrayal went deeper than anyone imagined. Someone inside the Pentagon had specifically ordered the team's elimination after they reported suspicious activities. Sophia's survival and patient investigation had exposed not just corruption, but active treason against the United States military. Coordinated arrests began at dawn across 3 continents. FBI agents surrounded Pentagon offices. Military police detained contractors at Raven Base. Special operations teams raided safe houses in Afghanistan. The network collapsed within hours as Sophia's intelligence guided precision strikes against every node of the conspiracy. Bank accounts frozen, communications intercepted, evidence secured before anyone could destroy records. General Sterling coordinated from Raven's command center, watching 2 years of patient work culminate in perfect execution. The kitchen staff gathered around television screens, watching news reports about the massive corruption bust. Their quiet ghost had brought down an international weapons trafficking operation. Sophia stood in the mess hall she had served for 16 months, no longer invisible, no longer silent. The woman who had fed 750 personnel daily had been feeding justice to a corrupt system. Delta Team 7 would finally have their vengeance. The mess hall ceremony drew hundreds of personnel who had eaten Sophia's meals without knowing her true identity. Kitchen staff who had worked beside her for 16 months learned they had been serving alongside a decorated Delta Force operator. The woman who quietly washed dishes was Master Sergeant Sophia Elena Cruz, survivor of Operation Desert Falcon, holder of 2 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star. Young soldiers who had treated her like furniture now stood at attention as her real rank was announced. General Sterling presented the evidence that Sophia's undercover work had produced. Detailed files that would send dozens of traitors to prison and save countless American lives. The ghost of Raven Base Kitchen had been hunting the most dangerous prey imaginable. Her patient sacrifice had avenged Delta Team 7 and protected future missions from betrayal. The quiet woman who never spoke had let her actions speak louder than any words could. Sophia accepted her new position as intelligence liaison officer at Raven Base, choosing to continue protecting the institution she had served in shadows. The memorial ceremony for Delta Team 7 brought closure to 16 months of silent grief. 11 bronze stars placed on the memorial wall, representing the teammates whose sacrifice had driven her relentless pursuit of justice. The weapons smuggling network faced military tribunals and federal prosecution. Millions in stolen funds returned to military coffers. Corrupt officials stripped of rank and clearances. The kitchen where Sophia had hidden in plain sight became a symbol of dedication beyond recognition. Her story spread through military channels as inspiration for service members who carry invisible burdens. Master Sergeant Sophia Elena Cruz proved that sometimes the most powerful warriors choose silence over glory, patience over vengeance, and justice over recognition. The ghost had finished her mission and stepped into the light, ready to guard against future betrayals.